Hey, so welcome back to another Young Blooms Flower School tutorial, I guess, for YouTube. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers. Been having some lovely messages from people finding this stuff really helpful and really encouraging, and a number of people who are starting out in floristry and just gathering helpful, education, helpful encouragement from the stuff that I'm putting out there. So really appreciate those lovely messages. I wanted to today just look at a really simple arranging flowers into a vase. So not necessarily doing a hand tie, but just going straight into a vase and just talking through the logistics of that. So quite straightforward. It's all very pink and all very girly, but quite sort of spring, spring-like. And just note, I am in my new workshop, so different surroundings, which is really nice. So this was built just before Christmas, and I'm gradually making it my own, and yes, enjoying it a lot. So I'm just going to show you the container that I have to play with. So you can see this is a cream jug. It's it's full of water. So the nice thing about this container is that it's got a narrow-ish neck, so it makes it a bit easier putting flowers into it. So full of water, nice clean water, and I have flowers just over here. So I will set us up and you can see how this goes. So hopefully you should be able to see the top of this, the neck of the container. I'm just going to start with some foliage. So I've got rosemary, good old rosemary, just for a nice scent. I've got some branches, just twigs, nice for decoration. Got some buried ivy, just because the berries nice and black now this time of year, and I think they're quite effective. What else have I got? More buried ivy. And I've got this, and I think it's a box, it's a type of box, I'm not entirely sure, but it's delightfully robust. I will do some investigations and let you know, but I'm a huge fan. I used it on some Christmas wreaths, and it stayed green. It's so fresh. There'll probably be some clever people out there who know what it is. But that's my foliage to play with. So quite straightforward. I'm just going to start by placing foliage in. Always start with the foliage, I think. Just getting the shape of the arrangement. Put 3 of these bits in. Nice to use the twigs as you go, sort of getting shape. The nice thing about using the taller twigs is you get more, I think you get the nice height of these branches. They sort of give movement over the top of the arrangement, which is really nice. So 4 or 5 of those in. Then going to put some of this buried ivy in for a bit of drape. Turn it round. A bit of rosemary. And much like you might find when you're doing a hand tie, is that foliage drops in your hand. You find you have to pull flowers up. It's the same with I think doing it in a vase, because the bottom of this jug is quite deep. So stuff will drop. You just need to keep sort of pulling it up. So I think this will be lovely and fresh. Sort of feel to it when it's all in place. So when you're doing it into a jug like this, always keep turning it around so you can see the shape. Make sure you're happy with how it's looking. Put this last piece in. So that's quite a nice nice shape. Put this last piece of buried ivy in. There we go. Right. cool. Got some last couple of twigs. There we go. So it's kind of got that sort of fresh feeling coming out. It's got a nice height to it because of the twigs. So I'm going to put some flowers in. The selection I've got is, it's all very pink, apart from some hyacinths. So you've got snapdragons, got some sweet avalanche roses, got some spray rose, what else? And I've got hyacinths. So quite a simple selection, but just, yeah, I think it'll be quite nice. Right, scissors, here we go. So I think you're always cutting on an angle. I'm just going to start placing flowers in. If by this point, and there's quite a bit of foliage in, and it's tricky to get flowers, just sort of get flowers into the arrangement. Twist the neck, the neck of the flower, and eventually it'll go in. The roses have got quite fine stems, so no need to worry about those. Always keep turning the arrangement, making sure that every side of it is looking good. You don't want to miss, This is going to be ridiculously girly. But I kind of like it. And the nice thing about this is everything is very tight. It's all it came in from the market this morning, so I mean the rose heads are like bullets at the moment. They'll open beautifully. So that'll be good. And I think this kind of arrangement, you can forage stuff from your garden. See what see what friends have got in their garden that you can. I was about to say borrow, but you're not technically borrowing it. Okay, so I have gotten all the spray rose in, the roses and the snaps, all the foliage in, so you can kind of see there's a nice shape to it. The nice thing about this jug is it's got a lip, so if you can angle flowers in, they will come out, you'll get that all-round shape. The one flowers I have got left to put in are these hyacinths. Now, if we're being pedantic about it, you could say actually they're probably not a very sensible flower to put in because they're shorter, and they won't, they won't work with the rest of the flowers. But actually, the length on them is not too bad. And the thing about these is they are fully in bud. There's only just the bottom flowers that are coming out and showing colour. So my theory is that if you put them lower down into the arrangement, over time when they hit warmth and they go into the house, I think they'll have a nice, a nice effect. So texture-wise, I think the hyacinths, I think they work for me anyway. I think they look nice lower down. And it's about sort of educating your customer and just saying, you need to keep this arrangement topped up with water because there's shorter stems in here, so making sure that they are hitting water. Right, I've got so many flowers in here. I can't get much more in. So, like I say, when hyacinths come in from the market, they have this darker end on, and I just chop it off and probably take most of these leaves off, just because when they go into arrangements they tend to get quite floppy and not much fun. So just poking them in. So I've got 2 more. Go to the bottom to chop. It doesn't help that I've got really grubby hands because I've been doing some planting. Right, last one. And again, like I said, just chopping that brown bit off. You don't really want that. put the last hyacinth in. Put it in here. Oh no, put it in here. There we go. So that is it. And I think arranging flowers into vases is just something to practice. It's something to practice. And it was a useful tip for me when I first started, and someone said, when I was struggling with hand ties, someone said to me, just have a go with putting stuff straight into a vase. So yeah, just a very simple technique. I hope you found this helpful, as always, and look forward to seeing you next time.